On today's video, I'm trying to speak to a friend about millennials and dating and the dating scene and how complex everything is right now. We're going to talk about a bunch of stuff. We're not really going to be specific on something. We're just going to generalize everything and see what we can talk about. So I need you guys to welcome Bibi. Bibi and I have been friends since when? I think it's more than 6 years.
More than 6 years.
Yes, it has been more than 6 years, and we've been getting along and everything. She's an annoying person, but she's my person, so we are good. We're good. So welcome to.
So are you?
Welcome to the YouTube and so.
Hello.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and like introduce yourself or something, or the introduction is fine.
It's fine. I'm good with it.
You guys are going to see what I was saying. This girl is she's a troublemaker, but yeah, it's fine. So, do you want to start by I think we should start by letting people know that like nothing really is perfect, right? And nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect, but once you're with someone and you can tell this person is not trying, I don't think you should waste a lot of times. And I think with millennials, us millennials, I think what most of us do is like we compromise a little too much.
Yeah.
So tell me about
it. It's very sad. I think I saw something on Twitter recently that she doesn't understand our age where we will see not a red flag, but a whole red banner, and we'll still go into it expecting something different. You're seeing the red flags, like it is there, but you're still going into it as if, I don't know, I've never been in a relationship before. Let's just put it out there. I'm always... And this I feel... But I have dated, but for a full relationship where we are committed, no, because all the guys I've met are like, no, I don't think I can call you my boyfriend. It takes a lot for me to give you that title. You understand? So that's the thing. And I think let me generalize in Ghana, the Ghanaian men. I have an issue with Ghanaian men. They are like a walking red flag. Majority of the men.
Whoa.
No, like a walking red flag.
Bars, my nigga, bars.
That's true. One of the things is Ghanaian men lack communication, and it's a thing. I did this thing piece. I asked girls that what is one thing you wish Ghanaian men would work on is the communication. And I think you're one of the smartest guys I've come across who at least know how to voice their opinion. And I'm not even saying to make your head big. It can prove you are not.
The head is big, Dada. So if you make it big, what's I know?
I'm not even saying it to make it big, but like there are lots of boys like simple communication. State your opinion, like state what you want me to do, make it clear. Almost to me, it's because they are not used to seeing that at home. So when people meet someone like me who is a very avid communicator, I know how to, orate my words, my feelings. They don't know how to handle it. They think we should just sweep things under the rug. Like it's not something we should talk about. So that is one thing that affects relationship. And it's sad because another thing to talk about, a lot of my friends are getting divorced. Whoa. They get married. I know some people got married. 3 months she wants to get divorced.
Whoa.
Why? 3 months she says that she didn't know the guy was a narcissist. I'm like, God, what was the use of dating? The thing about the red flags, you saw it all. You just thought, okay, maybe
compromise. When we marry, he will change. When we marry, he will change. That kind of thing. Yeah.
And we thought it will get better. It will mature. And like, take them when a man shows you who he is, take it as he is. Do not wish for something better. But
I think it's a general thing. For my experience too, I compromised because I was like, okay, I'm older, she's younger, so she'll understand, she'll get it. Next thing I know, it's a full blown. You're shaking your face. No, it's. I think it's a two-way thing. It's a two-way thing, and I don't know if it's the love that makes you compromise or the fact that you think, oh, this person's so good, I'm not going to get someone better than them. I really can't tell, but I personally think that dating in this circle is kind of difficult because there's a lot of pressure with us millennials. Like everybody is like trying to impress the other person. like next person or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like things that they will not normally or generally not even do. They will just do it behind your back, thinking you will not know or whatever. Did you ever experience that?
And I also think one thing, a lot. Let me tell you, I've not been in a relationship, but when it comes to the dating scene, like I would say I've experienced that because I've come across different kind of guys with their different behaviors. And I'll say this: one thing every guy or girl should have is have your red flags. Something you would never accept. It is necessary. Like some people say, "Oh, I won't accept a guy who beats me." But then the minute a guy verbally abuses you, oh, the other beats me, so it's not a thing.
Okay.
Abuse is abuse. It graduates. So that's what I'm saying. You should have red flags. Some red flags can be petty, but there's a reason for those red flags. You understand? So have it in your head, like it is there. Once I see, no matter how perfect you are, as soon as I see that particular thing, I'm out. Because if I'm to get into a relationship or a marriage with you, I don't want to, I can't walk out of it so easily. And I can't also stand that. I have this anxiety. So when you do something that I know I can't stand, I tend to feel caged and it goes into a full-blown panic attack.
Wow.
So no, I won't even waste my time to do that, to, just take it like that.
Okay.
And that is one method that I hate, like have pros and cons. Like behaviors are very crazy. Let me tell you this thing. I'm watching Big Brother Niger. I like reality shows.
Yeah, you tweet about it a lot. Every day I'm like, oh, this guy really loves this thing.
I didn't like with Bibi Niger because I'm like, I like reality TV shows. I watch Real Housewives, I watch Love and Hip Hop because it's very interesting. In as much as I feel it's sometimes scripted, I like to see how people's lives play out. Because sometimes when you see how people react, like I tend to play the devil's advocate. So I'm like, okay, sometimes let's give these people the benefit of that. But I watch Bibi Niger and I'm like, these people are very interesting. It's a social experiment actually. And there's this couple on the show, and there's the guy is a narcissist. This guy has insulted this guy. They're dating him. He has called this girl a dog, stupid, fool, you are senseless. Like the manner of insults this guy has
on live TV, like on 24-hour live TV.
On live TV, like the number of insults, I'm like, gosh, like it's crazy. And then this girl in the another breath says she is blessed and highly favored to be loved by this guy.
Wow.
And I'm trying to understand where this girl is coming from. And like, okay, maybe the guy is a footballer, he's rich, he talks about how rich he is. I'm like, okay, let's say maybe the girl is looking for money. Like she thinks but then this is a girl, I had to research, this is a girl who's also rich. Like she's extremely wealthy. Her dad was a former chief, like big in the town. And like, so it's not money you want. So what is it? And it goes back to the caliber of men she has dated.
So now she's sort of like adapted to accepting that this is normal, or she is adapting to accept that this is normal.
So it's a pattern.
Yeah.
This is normal. So I'm sure she has met boys or guys that this one is even little. She doesn't see this one as an issue.
Okay.
But the verbal abuse is so crazy. Like this guy insults her on a regular. Like on a regular.
Whoa.
Like no, that is one thing I won't do. Like it's so crazy. This is a girl who is very pretty. Like I don't get why you let a guy degrade you. And every time she'll tell the guy, I won't take this insult from you. We are done. The next minute she's crying and pleading for this guy. So I sit back, I'm like, there are girls who go through this. Like they go through relationships like this. And I know for her it's not about the money, but there are girls who stay because of money, who stay because another topic is lack of father figure in the home.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention it. Maybe it's she has daddy issues, or maybe her father was so busy that she never had that father-daughter relationship. So when she gets it with the boy, she thinks I have to do everything to maintain this thing. Even if he insults me, it's okay, kind of thing. That compromising too much.
I think that's also one thing, because I think her father died when she was very young. I think when she was 4 years.
Boom.
In as much as he was a king and all that. So I'm like, okay, and I don't know. I'm really researching into these people. I don't know. I like to do these things. Her older sister is like she dated a popular musician who she got pregnant for, had 2 kids for her, and she ended up going back to the man and like it's a pattern.
Whoa.
You understand? So if your older sister was able to do that, like, you know, you don't have a good example like that when it comes to relationships.
And I think in her mind, she would think that, oh, it's normal. Oh, my sister has even done worse, kind of thing. That kind of mindset thing.
Yeah. So like with dating right now, like there are a whole lot of things that messes up with relationships. Like, well, let me tell you something. I am scared of marriage now more than ever.
True.
I am.
Because like even in dating, they are doing this, and then if you guys marry, it's going to be crazy. Man.
Crazy. No, like, okay, let me ask you a question, Russell.
Mm-hmm.
What are your red flags, like, in a girl? What are some things you would never date? Like, no, like, I draw the line at that.
Okay, I'm glad you mentioned this. And for me, for example, let's say I see a girl, I like her, and I get to find her Instagram or her whatever. And when I go to her page, every single picture I see there is either she's at Barcelos, she's at Aqua Safari. They say everything fancy places. Are you normal? What's wrong with you? Why are you at fancy places? No, you're always at fancy places. Like what? This is Instagram. Like at least, I mean, come on. You've never gone to the roadside to go and buy something before. You every day restaurant. In a person like this,
she won't take a picture.
Exactly. A person like this, I will feel like you have a standard you will never go below. So if I'm dating you and we are good, let's say in the beginning, every guy dates a girl, he wants to please her, whatever. So he'll compromise, and even if financially he's not in the right place, compromise and do some of these things just to please her. Once you get her and you feel like, oh, you need to lower the volume, so lower volume now, then all this drama and things are happening. So that's like one of my the red flag I would never. Once I see that, if I see it that way, I go this way.
That is like top of the list.
Yes. I mean, I know it's not significant like that. If I see this, I go that way. And now, everyone, I don't know if it's a psychological thing or whatever, but any girl that looks like my ex, for example, I don't want to even tolerate you. I don't know why. Today, I was listening to Asake's album. There's a song on there, he was talking about love, he said something. And it just brought back flashback. No, what happened? I'm skipping. So I skipped the song one time. Like, I don't want any problem. Please, don't come and give me emotional damage. So, emotional damage. No, I'm just, like, when it comes to, like, red flags, I don't have any, like, typical people's red flag. Oh, she drives a car. So, and the third thing, well, that's actually second. The minute I feel deep inside me that I cannot keep up with you, I cannot... with this, let's say I meet someone with the social media thing, whatever, I cannot keep up with that. Not because I don't want to spend money. Of course I'll spend money on you if I have to, but I cannot keep it going for 2 years. I cannot keep it going for 1 year. I cannot even keep it going for 6 months. So I'm not going to go near you, cry. I cannot keep up. So those are some of my red flags. Anything else is not really significant for me like that. If I see it, I will know I'm not supposed to go, but I can't really tell. For example, if you're with someone or you're trying to date someone and they never talk about trying to do something to improve themselves, they're always talking about hair, the new bag, the new this. No. I realize it's not like an insult. I will immediately, it will tell me that you have not reached the point where you have realized that there is not enough time. You still think there's time. You still think there's time. You still think there's time. A person like that, I cannot be around you. Not because I don't want to be around you. I just don't want to go forward 10 steps and come back 20 steps. I'm not doing that. So that's some of the few red flags that I personally won't ever go near.
Yeah, some red flags you don't necessarily have to write to that. I feel like when I see it on TV, I'm like, no, that's something. Yes. I'm not for.
More like instincts. It's more like instincts than anything else. Like it's an instinct thing. Like you feel it. You don't have to like see it physically. You feel it inside you. No. Because the last time you compromised on something like that, this is what happened. So you don't have to entertain it again. So that's some of the things that I try not to tolerate or whatever. Yeah.
For me, I always say I have red flags that are serious and red flags that are petty. Petty in the sense that
so you've actually categorized them.
No, like dude, I have really dealt with people in this dating and I'm like, okay, I've been shit. I have met people, so come on, Even my petty red flags is number one. If you keep like as soon as I meet you, the first 2 days or something, you tell me like you start talking about marriage. It's a red flag for me. Like if you really want us to get married in the first 2 days, I've met men like that.
Okay.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is 2 men. I just realized that there was one who was talking about he likes me. We were talking for like 2 months. Like he was really persistent about marriage. After 2 months, like I stopped entertaining the idea. In like 4 months, dude was married.
Whoa. So he was seeing you as an option. So he was seeing you as an option. Wow.
Or seeing me as someone he can put in the house.
Yes.
Because maybe so let me just get a wife at home. No, I don't want to be that. You understand? That is why. So because of those 2 experiences, I'm like, no, that is what it might be petty. But if you keep talking about no, you're out the door. And one thing that I'm also going for, people used to say, oh no, if you are, I don't date people who are younger or the same age as me. If you are 2 years, no, first it was like 4 years and above. Because, and before it was petty or it, but then I understand from where I grew up and I understand life. As a woman, like I matured too early for my age. So when I'm with someone who is my age, they never understand me.
Same thing. I'm not attracted to girls my age at all. I definitely want to be at least 6 years older than you. 6 years. I don't know. My ex, for example, that was like, I don't know, I was like more than 9 years older than her, and it was perfect. But you know, with the I don't know if it's that the generation that came after us, they're so eager to like impress everybody on the internet. Like it's so crazy. Like it's so crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, it's very crazy. Like it's too crazy. Like it makes me scared to want to go into any business regarding social media, because in as much as I want to make money from it, it's not my thing. Like every day I have to go and post and do this, like keep up with appearances. It's too tiring.
That's the word. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. Oh man.
Tired. I just can't keep up with it. So I think that's one thing. And with the age thing, I decided, okay, let me. So much that easy. I dated someone who was younger than me, and dude was mad. I'm like, this is the reason why I don't date younger, like same age, because them adrenal. Yeah. It's so far away. Like, no, they don't understand certain things. Like, I remember we went and was like, I met some of his friends. They're like, oh, they didn't think I was that smart. Like, they didn't expect me to be so smart. We're having those game conversations. You understand? And maybe when you look at me, I can be dressed well. Like, I like to look good and appear, but then don't get it twisted. I am very knowledgeable in certain areas and all of that. So when they say like, oh, they weren't expecting that.
Why would you even say that to someone?
But that's what I'm like, I think they'd be like, oh, why am I making a big deal? You don't say it. It might be in your head, but don't say it.
Yes. These are things you think about, you don't say it.
You don't say it. And I'm like, well, I'm different, so it's fine. But since then, I'm like, you're out. I don't do that. Like, not to think. But for me, it's a verbal abuse, like just abuse in general. And also, if you see, you talk about girls who can't hold up conversation, they all got to talk about hair, this, that. But if you're a man, and at your right age, you've never thought of investments. You've never invested in your life. I'm like, get out. At least invest and fail. But if you've never in your life thought about investing it, please, I don't need you in my life. I don't need you. I started investing when I was 16 years old. So it is not now, and you don't. No. You are the man. I expect you to be the leader. Lead me. In as much as I like to play the independent, I also want a man who will lead me. I want to relax. So if you're not ready to do better than me or do way more than I'm doing, then forget it. I'd rather be single and think about myself.
Makes sense. It makes sense. It's smart. Just for your own, for the sake of your own mental health, you just think about do what's going to help you and just calm down and stuff.
I'm so happy that I have a mom who isn't pressuring me about marriage. Because there are also girls my mates who are being pressured by their parents about, when we brought a boy, My mom is one person. She doesn't she doesn't want to hear it. Or you are your masters or your PhD. You're married when you are 32. Like, she's not really someone who pressures you about marriage. And I think she's the only woman, because her marriage wasn't so successful, she also understands that marriage is not the ultimate goal. Like, it's not so something you should always grasp. If it comes, it's a good thing. But then, it is God's time and it's the best. Charlie.
Makes sense.
That's just. But you Ghanaian men need to do better.
Hey. Let's end this part here because the video is getting long. It's like 20 minutes. So I'll edit this one to a 1 and then we'll start another one.